Alright, what is going on, beautiful people out there on YouTube? Welcome to the video. I appreciate you for coming by and checking out this conversational video, I should say, because I'm going to be talking about really with you, okay, if you can imagine, I'm talking face to face with you about how to start a company, how to start a business, and the example I'm going to be using is how to start a charter bus, company and business, which, is the exact same thing. And the reason why you're going to want to pay attention is because this is something I've actually, done. I've started a couple different types of businesses over the last 3 years. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work. Some of those things that did work, it required a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, like 18-hour days dealing with employees, sometimes paying them more than I was getting paid. And it was really crazy stuff. And when it comes to a charter bus company, you got to keep in mind the first thing, not just the process of building the business, okay? Not just the work required to build the business, but you got to keep in mind the process of actually starting the business, which, when it comes to actually starting a charter bus company, having family who's done this, okay, who have done this, it can cost you a lot of money, okay? Buses, RVs, they're very expensive, okay? You're looking at a tremendous amount of overhead, and I'm sure you're well aware of that, all right? Because you're searching this, I'm sure you're well aware buses are pretty pricey. But aside from that, you're looking at supplies, equipment, possibly employees, because if it's just you working the business, you got to keep in mind if you're sick, when things come up, when you want to take a vacation, there's no one there to run the business if it's just you, which means your income and your business will stop. So, you got to ask yourself, are you looking to start a charter bus company because you want to deal with those things, supplies, equipment, buses, all that overhead? Or are you looking to start a charter bus company because you want to start a business to make money so you can do what you want, when you want, and be your own boss? Because if you're looking at it that way, while you're asking yourself these questions, if you're looking at it to make money, all right, to do what you want, when you want, I've got a lead and some tips I want to throw your way here, because the best way to possibly do this is learning how to create as much leverage as possible, which is learning how to build a business in a way where you increase your profit margin and you decrease your overhead and your workload to actually build the business, okay? And the best way to actually do that I've come across, my experience with this, goes back over the last, 3 years, having started a couple different types of business, but more specifically over the last 15 months, when I came across a person who was building a business on the internet, okay, a high multiple six-figure income business without dealing with employees, equipment, supplies, expensive buses and RVs, and then the maintenance on those buses that you got to keep in mind to, check up on every couple months, and then just the operating costs on a monthly basis for everything else. And without dealing with any of those things, their profit margins were up to here because everything was done on the internet and it's done on the internet, and their workload was down here. So because this person was making a ridiculous amount of money, high multiple six, practically a seven-figure income, building a business online, I reached out to them because time and money wasn't an issue. They're renting out, exotic homes wherever there's an internet location, and they're able to locate there and live there for periods of time, and was able to come in contact with them, start modeling and copying what they're doing. Less than 30 days later, I was able to create a full-time income business from scratch, working part-time. I had to put in work. Okay, big income disclaimer when I say this. I had to put in work. I had to learn some things, just like you'd have to learn in, a charter bus company, just like you'd have to learn in any different type of business out there. You have to put in work, you have to learn some things, but the cool part was I didn't have to spend, an upfront investment to start the business of tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't have to deal with cutting my profit margins down, dealing with, operating costs with employees, equipment, supplies, and maintenance on a regular basis like you would with other businesses out there. For this example, of course, we're talking about a charter bus business, which is why if you're looking at this, and you really want to start one still, okay, comment down below and I'll point you in the right direction. But if you're looking at this because you want to make money, to do what you want, when you want, wherever you want, if that's really what you're looking for out of this business, I would suggest you seriously consider and learn the skills required to building a business online, all right? Connect with someone who's building a business online, and the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of noise out there on the internet, a lot of trainings, tutorials, and businesses you could get started with. Connecting with someone is what really allowed me to have that breakthrough. all right? And I'm only going to share with you, honestly, what I've experienced and what I've personally done, because I would not suggest you do something that I've never done, because if it doesn't work out, then it just looks bad, and it doesn't match with my integrity. So I'm just sharing with you what's personally worked for me, and I find, if you connect with someone who's on the internet who's building a business, to be the best way to help you get the results that you want, because it's what broke me through. And if it worked for me, there's no reason why it can't work for you. If this makes sense to you, all right, and you're coachable, you're willing to learn some things, and you've got that drive, if that's you, then check out my site, connect with me. I can connect with you. If you're wondering, well, Brandon, where can I connect with someone and find someone who's willing to share with me? I can be that person for you. If you're willing to learn some things, if you're not afraid of some work, all right, check out my site, connect with me. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put the link down below. But aside from that, I appreciate you for your time. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Most importantly is seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.